Hi, I am Dr. Christine Lee, procrastination coach, here with a few thoughts and tips on how to keep yourself motivated when procrastination is knocking on your door. I hope these tips help you to get a lot done today and to keep yourself feeling good, calm, steady, and stable when you're trying to get your work done. So the first tip that I have for you is just a general tip that you could use any time of day. Good morning, Ashley. And that is to remember that your time is limited. Procrastinators have a way of feeling that they have all the time in the world. They might feel nervous about thinking that way, but that's the game that we're playing when we procrastinate for too long. We're thinking that, I can spend another 2 hours just surfing the web or decluttering things. And thanks, Ashley, for your kind comment. And the deal is time is never limited. Actually, we're always spending time. Time is always running, and we're always, I think, in a little bit of a race against time, but in a good way. When we learn to act in conjunction with time, we end up gaining a lot. We end up feeling like we can make use of all the time that we have. Our time actually ends up feeling like it's expanding rather than contracting. And so you end up getting more time out of your day when you're actually paying attention to time. So the first tip again is to always remember that time is kind of running even if you're not. So remember that time is limited. Keep that on your home screen if you need to. The second tip is another one that I use every single day, and that tip is for you to keep going no matter what. Even if you're feeling behind, even if you're feeling like you're going too slowly, even if you're feeling like, there's 101 other things I'd rather be doing, I want to suggest that you keep in your head this mantra: I could keep going, I can keep going, it's going to be okay. And every little piece of progress that you make is going to contribute to that overall feeling that you're doing well. And we want to keep that going in a constant cycle. Tip number 3 relates to tip number 2, and that is enjoy every little bit of progress that you feel like you're making. Enjoy every little effort that you make even. Celebrate these small movements because they're helping you to abide by tip number 2, which is to keep moving forward. So enjoy every little bit of progress that you have. Fourth tip is to always remember, again, even when it's not about productivity, that we can always be kind to ourselves. When we treat ourselves kindly, I believe we do better work. I believe we get more done, we have better ideas, things start flowing more easily, and we end up being able to put thoughts together a little more brilliantly. So when you can, open your heart up towards yourself. We are taught oftentimes to be kind to other people, but I think we should be a little better at teaching our children, ourselves, our friends that we need to be kind to ourselves too. Most of us are great at being kind to other people, but then we attack ourselves when no one's looking, and that's not good for anybody. We all need to be kinder to ourselves. Final tip is number 5. I have 2 more tips. So second to last tip is number 5, keep things simple. I think I use this particular tip in every single Facebook Live I've had so far, but it is such a valuable tip. When we keep things simple, even when we're feeling like, I'd rather go get an ice cream cone out of the freezer instead of sticking here and banging out a few more sentences, when we keep it simple, that we keep saying to ourselves, wow, all I have to do is do 5 more sentences. When you get through that and you have a simple framework for what needs to get done, it's a whole lot easier to resist the freezer trip. It's a whole lot easier to do another 5 sentences after that. So keep things simple. Don't have lofty goals at the outset, because we're all aiming for lofty, but when we're actually getting things done, try to keep your frameworks really small and simple. Final tip, number 6, is to know that failure is part of the journey. That if you're doing something that's brand new, that's of meaning, that you're worried about, there is a chance typically that you might fail, that you might mess up, that you might not know what you're doing all of the time. But understand that that's just a part of learning, growing, getting things done, building new things, and getting new feelings in your heart. In the end, it's all going to work out. Have faith in yourself, and remember tips 1 through 6. Time is limited. You need to keep going no matter what. Enjoy the little pieces of progress that you make. Be very, very kind to yourself. Keep things simple, and remember that there are going to be failures and that you will be okay. I hope you enjoyed these tips. I enjoyed sharing them with you. And I want to remind you, if you want to follow me and get more free information about how to do well against procrastination and to have productivity in your life, visit my website at procrastinationcoach.com. I also want to remind you that I am opening my coaching and accountability membership this April 15th, which is a Sunday, tax day. You can remember it as tax day, and you'll be receiving more information on Facebook and everywhere else from me about that upcoming launch. But definitely sign up for my blog, procrastinationcoach.com, and then you'll definitely hear about the launch too. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Bye.